Hey, friends. Special foods always have a place in our traditions at Christmas. It's one of those things, it's inevitable. I've heard from many of you about all the different kinds of foods, the special things you do. I know at my family growing up, I don't know when it was, but it seems like it was always. We would do a standing rib roast, that really fancy meal at Christmas, and my dad would look forward to it all year round. When I was a little one, we did not do sugar cereals at my house. Yeah, tough childhood, right? And Christmas morning was one of those days where you could pick your favorite sugar cereal and you could eat too much of it. And then my favorite holiday food, the one that has the most meaning and remembering to me, the tradition that I carry on and my little sister carries on, and we send each other pictures each time we do it. We make what my grandmother called Swedish coffee bread. I have since learned that it's probably not a Swedish recipe, although I'm sure the Swedes do it. It's actually a Finnish recipe, but it's actually a cardamom bread. Cardamom is one of those things I think you either love or hate, and I love cardamom. It is one of those things, the bread goes in, the dough, it rises, you punch it down, it rises again, you chop it up into these big long braids, you roll the braids out into these beautiful loaves. You do your egg wash or your butter, whatever you like to do, and then you put it back in the oven to rise and bake again. And then these glorious golden loaves come out. Now, it is fantastic on its own. But the key, the thing my sister and I battle each other over is who can come up with the best way to top it. We tend to go with frosting. My mom's recipe is pretty basic. A little almond, a little OJ, and powdered sugar. You put it on. It's fantastic. And some would say, don't mess with perfection. But there are other ways to do it. And one I have found is using a cherry liqueur into it. It gives this beautiful little pink color, and it pairs up nicely with the cardamom. These things are silly. I get it. Bread is not something that you should just be like, wow, it's bread. But I tell you, there is nothing better in my book on Christmas morn, and if I get away with it, many morns before and after, with slicing a piece of this beautiful Swedish coffee bread, this cardamom-laced joy, and eating it warm with a little bit of sweet on the side, reminding us of those both staples of bread, like at the Last Supper, but also the sweetness of that joy at the birth of Christ. Maybe you'll be lucky enough on Christmas morn, if you're at church, to try some of the Swedish coffee bread. Till next time, see you later.